Alright everyone, we are back for round 2. We have a fatal push, and we're on the play, and we have a land, so I'm gonna keep. I don't really know what else this hand wants, right? We have some early game and a lot of late game per usual. I mean, if we're mulliganing these hands, we're basically mulliganing every hand in the deck, right? Like, we have the Bantu's Last Reckoning to make big comebacks. We're playing against Teamer Energy or Sultai Energy. It kind of depends on what they get here. That could be anything. Like what else are we looking for in a hand? Obviously a Walking Ballista is pretty good. I'm just gonna play a Forest here so that we can play Rootbound Crag into a red source in case we draw a Chandra. Or that we can play like a Shelter Thicket into a Rootbound Crag or something like that. A Long Tusk Cub, so it could still be either energy deck. I'm just going to go ahead and kill that now. I don't want to deal with that. My plan right now is to cast turn 4 Ballista. I also don't want to draw a turn 3 removal spell and then not be able to cast it because I kept the Fatal Push in my hand. Alright, so I'm just going to play another Swamp here and pass the turn again. Unfortunately, we just drew another 6-drop. I guess that's what was expected when we, you know, kept this hand, but we'll see. So they're keeping their third color away from us. We found a swamp, so this means that we're probably favorites. They don't have Glory Bringers to go over the top of us. They just have creatures, and that is not really something that scares me, to be honest. I'm not really scared by a deck that has a bunch of creatures in it. Constrictor, Glint Sleeve, Attune with Aether. I think I'm way more concerned with Winding Constrictor. I can kill this Glint Sleeve next turn. Alright, so hopefully we're going to draw land. But their hand's fairly anemic. They're going to attack for 3. Like, I don't think they're going to kill us attacking for 3 before we draw 2 untapped lands. So I think we're probably okay. They're gonna cast... Ooh, another one? Okay. Well, now we know they have an Attune with Aether and a Fetid Pools. And now we're gonna 2-for-1 them, which is excellent. They thought they were gonna 2-for-1 us with the Glint Sleeve Siphoners. We're gonna 2-for-1 them and then play a Dragon Skull Summit, so we are suddenly in fairly good shape. Now we need to draw another untapped land, but the good thing is that we only have 1 more Carnage Tyrant, or maybe 2 more Carnage Tyrants in the deck, so we only have like 1 or 2 cards that are completely dead. Even tapped lands are okay. Yes, we have to take 3 for another turn, and if they have another creature here, we're gonna have to take that for another turn as well, but we can probably deal with taking 10 damage over the course of 2 turns or whatever, as long as we get to play that Noxious Gearhulk, catch right back up, play a Carnage Tyrant, play a Vraska, and get back in the game. They're definitely not going to have more power than we are, so we should be okay on that front, and there we go. So I'm just going to test a Carnage Tyrant. It's going to stop them right in their tracks. I'll save the Noxious Gearhulk and the Vraska for bigger and better things. Yeah. I mean, at this point, we're in the clear, sort of. They can't remove us at all. They're going to cycle their Fetid Pools. We now know 0 of the cards in their hand. So this is just an example of how this deck is good against control and good against the mid-range decks. Now, we have a problem with Glorybringer. Everyone has a problem with Glorybringer, right? That card's tough. I'm going to obviously block. Why wouldn't I? I have Trample and Hexproof. That's fine. If you have another one, that's okay too. I will happily 3-for-1 you here. And now I just have mono 6-drops. Okay. Yeah, so they ended up drawing double Blossoming Defense, which is interesting, but mono 6-drops. I'm sure they don't like that trade, even though the Rogue Refiner is kind of a 1-for-1, so it's really only a 2-for-1, right? The double Blossoming Defense for the Carnage Tyrant. This just has to be an enormous Ballista for 3. The thing is, even when Ballistas are huge, they're not, like, exceedingly huge. So I'm going to attack Menace. I'm gonna Gear Hulk it. They're gonna kill the pirate, and then I'm gonna make another pirate. That's my plan. If they want to deal 3 to Vraska, that's cool. If they want to deal 3 to me, I guess that's cool too. No, they're gonna kill the pirate. Okay, so they're gonna kill the pirate, and they're gonna do 1 to Vraska, I would assume. Then we're gonna make a pirate. It's hard for me to think that we can lose here. If we were playing against Teamer, there's a chance we could lose, right? They could draw like a Glorybringer into an Abrade for the Noxious Gear Hulk, or they could draw like a Chandra, and whatever. My point is that there are ways we could lose if we were playing against a deck like this, like that. But against a deck like this, it's like gonna be pretty difficult. Their deck is just like fairly straightforward, trying to make large guys with Widening Constrictor, and then a lot of them by using things like Glint-Sleeve Siphoner and Rogue Refiner to gain card advantage, sometimes killing you with a Ballista. We should have lethal next turn though, 5, 9, 11 exactly. Plus a Vraska ultimate. We do get to ultimate Vraska. If you've never seen that before, get ready, it's exciting. Might just get the concession though here. All right, so on to game number 2. So what do we want in game number 2? Well, we want these Gifted Aetherborns. These help out a ton in the matchup. Now, Henny's expertise isn't as great as you would think it would be, right? Like Widening Constrictor's a 2/3, Rishkar's a 2/2, Longtusk Cub's a 2/2, right? Glint-Sleeve Siphoner's a 2/1. Every Rogue Refiner's a 3/2. Every single one of their creatures is the 3/2. Is like 3 toughness or worse. The problem is they become big very quickly. So Henny's expertise doesn't do a lot here. That being said, Fatal Push is huge, and Gifted Aetherborn is big. Walking Ballista's okay. I don't think it's as good as we saw it be there, but I think it's totally playable and fine. Arguel's Bloodfast probably comes out. We do want all this removal, I think. We probably want the Chandras. We might even want these Vraska's Contempts because they're usually playing Scarab Gods by now. So I think we take out the 1 Arguel's Bloodfast and the 2 Walking Ballistas. We can play with all this top end. These Ranging Raptors are fine. So I think this is what we're running with here. Running it back for game number 2. So as we said in the pre-game, in the pre-show, I think we are a favorite in the energy matchups. This one, we're a big favorite, probably like 60%. I think we're a slight favorite in the Teamer energy matchups. And then I think we're a dog to mono red. And I think the control meta, if we're playing against approach, we're fairly decent favorites. I don't know what that was, sorry. Or someone probably just subscribed to my Twitch channel somehow, even though I'm not on Twitch right now. Or someone followed me or something. I kind of want to know now. Oh, someone donated? Oh, okay, cool. Shout out to somebody donating to my Twitch stream that I'm not on right now. So anyways, so what was I saying? So what I was trying to say is that I think we're a big dog against a lot of the field, such as this deck. We're a decent favorite against a lot of the like tier 2 field stuff, and we're a decent favorite against Teamer, and we're about 50-50 against the blue-black control deck, and we're a dog to mono red. So if you're expecting a lot of Teamer, I don't know a much better deck to take. And you can tweak the sideboard to be better against regular control and worse against blue-white specifically, although you could also tweak it to be good against blue-white. I mean, this deck can kind of be good against anything you need to be good against. I think now that we know they have Blossoming Defense, I just go ahead and kill this. Double Glorybringer, not being able to get the Gifted Aetherborn out is kind of tough. That's a key card in the matchup for sure. Like, your ideal hand would be like Swamp, or like Dragon Skull Summit, Sheltered Thicket, Dragon Skull Summit, Gifted Aether, you know, like that would be kind of your ideal hand. All right, so we need to draw a land quickly. Again, if they just attack for 3, I'm not too worried. Shaper's Sanctuary. Yeah, that card's good in this matchup, I guess. I still don't think that turns the clock in their favor. Because we have a lot of stuff they can't interact with the removal, like Fatal Push isn't going to deal with Glorybringer no matter how much you want it to. And they just get to draw cards here. That's a little gross. God dang it. Alright, I guess Shaper's Sanctuary is the real deal, maybe. Yeah. I still don't hate this matchup, by the way, even though they have Shaper's Sanctuary. I still do not hate this matchup. In fact, I think we could beat this card. If we had taken a different line and just attacked for 4 and then went attack for 8, attack for 8, we might get there. So they're going to attack for 5 this turn, and then we'd have to survive the attack next turn. That would have been the line. That might have been a better line. It was a more aggressive line, but because there's no Winding Constrictor, unless they go Winding Constrictor, Virtuous Gearhulk, there's no threat of us dying. So I think that was just a better line overall. Yeah, now we just have to kill the Winding Constrictor. Now we're in our bad spot. So if we had attacked for 8 here to get them to 7 and then threaten lethal next turn, again, I think that was a better line. Now, they would have been able to use this on offense, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then if they have a Walking Ballista or a Virtuous Gearhulk or a Rishkar or double Blossoming Defense, we're dead. So maybe it wasn't a significantly better line, but I think it was probably slightly better. We're slightly more realistic in our chance to win. Like, with their Shaper Sanctuary, they've already drawn 2 extra cards, so they're at 4 cards. We had to let them draw a card there with the Glintleaf Siphoner because we need the Glorybringer, the Winding Constrictor, to make sure we couldn't lose on the spot. Yeah, we're probably dead in game 2 here. Yeah, so the Glorybringer no Exert plan would have already won. Yeah, we lose now, right? Or not necessarily, not necessarily. We should have already won, though. We're going to hopefully kill this Longtusk Cub, Doomfall them. They're probably going to keep their Glintleaf Siphoner. And then we have a chance to draw Chandra to win. Or do we take Chandra's out? We're going to take Chandra's out. Okay, now we're dead. So they did have the second Blossoming Defense, but that might be because we let them draw extra cards. We could have drawn a Walking Ballista to win. Yeah, so the question is Appetite for the Unnatural any good if that's a card they have, or do we just not care about that card enough? We should have beat them through that card, so I don't think we care about that card a lot. Maybe we do want Yanni's Expertise. Maybe it's secretly good here if they have Shaper Sanctuary. Maybe drawing like our lands is good. That's reasonable. Our opponent mulligans to 6 as well here. We're going to bottom Fatal Push. They're going to top their card. Ooh. And hopefully they don't play turn 1 Shaper Sanctuary. green, green, dress. Okay. Well, we have this, what we call the stone nuts here. It's not really the stone nuts because we're on the draw with 4 cards in our hand. But our hand's okay. We can survive for a while and then apparently play a Glorybringer. I think we probably should have won that last game. I think a more experienced player with this deck sees that line. Now I saw that line. I saw that line late, keep in mind. But I did see that line eventually, so we could get there with this deck, right? Hope is not lost. I could figure out how to play this correctly at some point. But I certainly did not figure it out fast enough. Now, they kept a slow hand with their rests, so we have a chance to miss on a land if we need to here. Luckily, we don't need to. And now it's just all about drawing cards. So this is why you have Arguel's Bloodfast in the deck. Why did we take it out? Because I didn't feel like it was a game breaker in this matchup. Maybe it is, right? Maybe having an extra card or two is really, really good here, and I just don't understand how good it actually is. That's just a straight up possibility, right? A card like Rogue Refiner is insane here. It's a 3/2 body that we have to 1-for-1, but it is a 2-for-1 in its, in its essence. So getting closer to Glorybringer is great for us, right? Getting closer to Glorybringer just strictly means that we're able to use something else to kill the Rogue Refiner. We also want to save the Abrade for Gear Hulk if that is a card that they have, because we don't have Vraska's Contempt or Doomfall in our hand awaiting. So we're going to take 3 here. And then they're probably going to play something that we can Fatal Push. Anissa. Okay. Well, I would really like to draw an untapped land now. That'd be the best draw of all time. Even like a Chandra's okay, but if we can't draw a Chandra, I need to draw an untapped. Or if we can't draw an untapped land, I'll take a Chandra. But I would much prefer an untapped land. Untapped land is Glorybringer, kill Rogue Refiner, kill Nissa. Bam. Just like that. Easy peasy, beautiful color girl. Cover girl, not color girl, whatever it's called. Alright, that's significantly worse now. It was the land we needed, it just wasn't untapped. Doesn't come in the correct direction, the correct orientation. We're gonna have to work a bit harder to kill this Nissa. They know we have a Glorybringer. They know our entire hand at this point. I can't waste this Abrade when I have this Glorybringer in my hand ready to do the job. They get to scry again. Last time they top-bottomed. We don't get a lot of information here. Bottom top, right. So what cards are they looking for? They're looking for actionable cards, gasoline, as they could say in the business. Scarab Gods would be a card that they are looking for. That seems reasonable. I just have to go after this Nissa. So if they just cast a Scarab God and we had a Glorybringer here, but they had a dead Rogue Refiner, we'd actually be in worse shape. So I'm kind of happy they don't have a dead Rogue Refiner. This gives us an extra turn to find a Doomfall or something of the sort. Right, so they get to Rogue Refiner here again. But if we find Doomfall, we actually get to Abrade, kill with Glorybringer, Doomfall them, and all of a sudden we're ahead. So Doomfall's good. Vraska's Contempt is the best card for us here. Vraska's okay. Yeah, what we need the 2 Vraska's Contempts here. Carnage Tyrant's fine. No Carnage Tyrant. I don't have double green. Yeah, the mana's really been an issue this match. Alright, well, I'm obviously killing that right now. So that, so I want to kill that. So 3 Doomfalls are all alive, 2 Vraska's Contempts are all alive. So I have 5 really good cards in my deck right now. And I drew a Blooming Marsh, and now I'm dead. Damn it. I think that's a really good matchup. Oh well, I'm sorry we didn't get to win that one. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate all the love. And of course, I will see you tomorrow with another video. The 24-hour live stream was a huge success, but I'm so tired. I love everyone so much. Thank you for being here.